Coming to you live from Maple Lane, this is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
I'm Kyle.
And it's the finale
We're here.
of the first of many potential mini campaigns of Final Girl that we will play over the coming years.
I had fun with this.
Me too. So I think we'll be back. Most of my Final Girl playtime on and off camera has been Series 1, despite Series 2 being mostly blocked by Kyle's hair. But there we go, in the shot behind us. So, I think we should pick a Series 2 campaign. I think, those exist. Yeah, I have a book of those.
Coming to you in 2025. Series 2 campaign.
To mix that up. And plus, there are a couple killers in Series 1 that I'm like, I don't really want to do the Poltergeist 5 consecutive games. Maybe eventually, but they're not all my favorite. Some of them are great. Dr. Fright. I would gladly do 5 campaigns. This is awesome. We're five games.
Hans is great. He munches.
He does, yeah. He's straightforward. So this is our final straightforward game.
Never again.
Speaking of final, the scenario is called The Final Nightmare. Would you like to read it to us?
Sure.
I don't know why I did that, but would you like to read it to us?
To us? To us all. The Final Nightmare. Lori had finally made up her mind. She was going to ask Lucy to marry her. I don't like it.
Yeah, we do not trust Lucy.
Not as far as we can throw her. But first, she wanted to get Lucy's parents' blessing. She knew she didn't need it, but it was important to her. So she she and Lucy took a trip to visit her childhood home on Maple Lane.
Ooh.
It was the perfect weekend. While Lucy and her mom were out, she asked Lucy's father for his blessing over a glass of bourbon, and he said yes. Later that night, sitting on the deck with Lucy.
I went with beer.
Yeah, I know. We talked about bourbon too. You could have been Lucy's dad. We could have roleplayed.
Great.
Later that night, sitting on the deck with Lucy, Lori decided this was the moment. She reached into her pocket and realized she had left the ring inside. Hold on a second, babe. Lori ran inside and grabbing the ring from her suitcase, but when she returned, Lucy's chair was turned over and she was nowhere to be found. She heard a muffled scream from the street and immediately ran to it, fear gripping her heart. There at the end of the street stood Hans, holding Lucy up high, her legs helplessly pinwheeling in the air. It's a
fun image, yeah.
He seemed to be taunting her, daring her to come and rescue Lucy. You want to finish this once and for all? She screamed at the top of her lungs. Hans set Lucy down and simply stood there, unmoving. Hold on, Lucy, I'm coming for you. Hans didn't move a muscle. This ends tonight, you piece of shit. Hans stood and waited for her.
So she didn't say, Lucy, what have you gotten us into?
Yeah, she broke.
She didn't get her catchphrase in her final film?
In her final film. She doesn't get the catchphrase because this was her idea.
Yeah.
The first time that it's
That's true.
That it's actually Lori's idea.
It's true, but I still suspect that Lucy's...
I mean, she's definitely... It's just, of course, she just... In that one moment, her chair gets tipped over, and now she's with Hans.
There's gonna be some dramatic moment where she declines the proposal because she's already Hans's bride.
Yeah, that's the finale. After we kill Hans, she's like, "Sorry, you just killed my husband."
Damn it! Her one true love.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we've set this up as demanded by the scenario. With the quiet place setup, the items are pretty close to normal, except it guaranteed that all 3 crucifixes that can be on Maple Lane are in our setup. The event deck is normal. We've done the specific 10 tarot cards. And then there's some special rules. As with every scenario in this franchise, the girlfriend event card from Camp Happy Trails is added. We're using the white special victim meeple to represent Lucy, and this time she starts in the same space as Hans. During the first 2 rounds, she cannot be attacked. At the start of the 3rd round, she can be targeted and attacked as normal.
Can she be targeted in the first 2 rounds?
I assume not, just because it says she can be targeted and attacked as normal.
Okay.
Right? Like...
Like, does he just literally stand there waiting?
Stand there? That's a little unclear. Yeah.
It also is. It would be appropriate for how He was like every time she called out to him, he says he just stands there.
That's true. Yeah.
So I feel like she can be
and essentially,
targeted.
to save her, we have to spend our first 2 rounds like getting there and grabbing her.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
running away.
Yeah, maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Is that how we're gonna play it? Because I don't see any clarity here on that.
I say yeah. I
Okay.
think he can target Lucy.
He targets her,
just can't attack
so
her.
unless another victim's moves or spawns there, no one dies for 2 rounds. Is what will happen.
Yeah, or unless a tarot card teleports him or forces him to not, or like target specifically us.
Oh,
Because there is, he just always wanted me in this.
That's true. That's true. Okay. And then we did, you may recall, lose at the Carnival of I can never remember.
Boy,
the name
did
of
we
it.
lose. That was
Carnival of
such...
Blood. Carnival of Blood. Anyway, we lost there.
It was a bad movie. It was just like, hey, everyone come into these saw blades. Alright, now kill Lori.
Yeah. Like we said, it was like a made for streaming,
Yeah. YouTube short.
Yeah, exactly. But so according to the house rules we've given ourselves, because the scenarios are hard and we didn't want to make a video series of us losing all of them, we're giving ourselves an ultimate die if we lost the previous game. So reach into my sack, pull one out.
Oh, it's wet. Why is it wet?
You got that out. Don't ask me. It is the
plus card die? What does this do?
What? Oh, that's I think that's for searching. I think you get to look at an additional item.
That seems great.
I'm going to pause. You won't miss anything. I'm going to double check the rules on how that die works, because there are rules for all these dice. So.
We'll be right back when we know what this does.
And we did it. We checked the rules.
We did.
So what this does, we do roll this die when we search, and if we land on one of these plus card icons, we get to look at an additional item, and then choose which one to keep. So this could let the single success look at 2, or a double success look at 3. Which would be pretty good.
3 items in the stack.
And part of the reason that's good is because I neglected to read the final special rule of this scenario, which is, in order to attack Hans, you must have a crucifix. Right? I don't think we covered that?
No.
Yeah, so it's 3 crucifixes around this very religious... from my experience playing Maple Lane, there's also, like, Bibles, and, like, it's clearly, like, a very religious neighborhood.
Yeah.
So we need to find a crucifix in order to even attack Hans.
Good for Lucy's dad then, being a very religious man and giving his blessing to Lori.
That's true.
Is he in on it too?
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Oh man. This runs deep.
This is so.
It's a family affair.
This is so fun.
Maybe Hans isn't Lucy's love. Maybe in Hans's backstory, his family all disappeared. Is this them? Oh God. All right. Well,
Lucy's sister, or he's Lucy's brother.
Okay. Before we start, also let's talk Maple Lane really quick. Hans is still the basic no special rules killer that he's always been. Maple Lane has 12 search locations. See how each of these houses, it actually uses a house symbol because it works slightly differently, but each of these house spaces, I can zoom in a little closer, there we go. Each of these house spaces can be searched. We can only find 1 item card at each. So once we have successfully searched a place, we will put an X there to mark that if we want to get more items, we got to go somewhere else. The item decks correspond to quadrants, the northwest, southwest of the neighborhood. The other thing is, you can't just barge in and rob someone's house if they're there to stop you. So you can absolutely barge in and rob people's houses if they have no victims in them. So like we could, from where we're starting, we could go straight into this one and search it. But if there are victims inside a house, the only way in is with a convince card, which is a special action that is always in play with Maple Lane. So this has some of the special actions have triple success outcomes, but so on a triple success, we can enter an adjacent house and take an item. Like it's an enter and search all in one on triple success. Very unlikely, but. Double success, we get to enter the house. Single success, we get to enter the house, but have to spend some time convincing them.
Yeah.
And then on a failure, we can, I guess, like fight our way in because we can lose some health and come in anyway, but it ends the phase.
So you break down the door.
Yeah, something like that. The flavor text is just, please let me in. I don't want to die out here. And it's 1 time to buy this card, and then we play it like an action to get into these houses. So again, that's only if there's victims in them.
It only costs one time. That's
It
good.
costs one time, yeah. There's 2 copies of it. Also, if you do just choose the fail where you don't want to end the phase and take damage to get in, you immediately return the card to the tableau, meaning you can buy it again right away.
That's nice.
Which is nice. I think the only other thing to say before we start is, hey, like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Do it.
It's the only way to support Optimal Play, so we appreciate it when you do. With that, it's the first turn of the final nightmare. I feel like you've been starting a lot lately, so I'm gonna pick it up.
I like it.
Okay, what am I gonna do? We got 6 time. Okay, so we're saying Hans is going to, unless his tarot card specifically demands otherwise, he's going to chill, standing ominously next to Lucy for 2 rounds. So I guess we want to go over there. As much as I'd like to go into this empty house and search
the
it.
empty house is so tasty.
Yeah. That makes it tricky, too, because we can't save Lucy, and... I mean, do we want to save Lucy?
Yeah.
That's the question.
It's the final nightmare.
She grants an extra die.
Yeah.
And we do love her.
We do want to marry her.
Yeah.
So it feels like role-playing, you would dart down the street after Lucy.
It does.
But...
He starts at 4 horror, huh? Let me do what anyone would do in this situation, which is stand still and think for
focus.
a moment. Yeah.
So
I'll focus. We just got 2 dice, huh?
Sure do.
Let's reduce that horror level. We didn't, unless I convert this, which I think I will.
Yeah.
So we've got our usual short rest and weak attack conversion. To make that a success, we'll reduce horror and spend 1 time on that.
Good job.
I mean, if we're realistically going to get to her and save her, we're going to need some sprints. So I definitely want to leave some time.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I will just walk.
Yeah.
And that'll likely be the last card that I play.
Makes sense.
Didn't walk great.
Didn't walk great indeed.
I think we want the space. I think I'll take the movement and lose a heart.
And 2 time.
And 2 time. But we were losing a 2 time no matter what. And I'll hand you these. If you want, we could like sell the walk or the focus for a time so that we could afford 2 sprints.
No, I think having 2 zeros in this hand makes sense.
Okay. Then the killer action. In this case, the question is moot about whether he could go somewhere else because the killer action is just stay still and stab. Can't because he won't. So terror. Okay. He has a minor dark power, Unholy Rage.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's gonna
not what we want.
effectively have 2. Yeah, and we need a crucifix to take this off of him.
Yep.
So that's rough. So what that does is Hans deals an additional damage each time he attacks. Okay, well, no one's going to panic in the panic phase, so it's back to your actions.
Well, I get to buy first. And
Oh, we skipped buying. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. Close call and a sprint.
I guess convince in a sprint makes more sense in this one.
Oh, perhaps, yeah. Yeah, because then if we can sprint there, we could convince into this house.
Yeah. Not that I think that's the right way, because it's a dead end, but, next to Hans, currently.
Yeah. Okay, well, we have 1 more round of Lucy immunity.
God, that went fast.
Yep. And then we'll have to decide when we get there, I guess. We could take her away with us, or once we're there, it's an escape location, right? We can just tell her to run, and she will.
Yeah.
We'll decide when and if we get there, I guess. What are you going to do?
Well, I certainly would love to go fast, but as we said before, focusing seems like a great first action.
I agree.
So yeah, I'm gonna focus.
Okay.
Rolling 2 dice.
Wow, you're a good focuser.
Crushed it. So
yeah.
we're up to 8 time.
And horror's down almost to green.
2.
Okay, good start, good start.
That's a great start. Maybe I'll walk then sprint. Is what I'm feeling right now, because I don't want to accidentally end the phase.
Yeah, sprint doesn't risk that. Oh, sprint ends it if you walk
fail.
then sprint. I see. Okay, yeah.
So I'll walk.
Okay.
Wait.
You gotta walk before you can run.
You didn't do your chores. Okay. So. No, I wasn't gonna do it for you. I'm gonna walk before I can run.
That was terrible.
It's pretty bad, but
That's a complete and utter failure.
I'm just gonna keep on walking.
Okay.
Back down to 6 time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll walk into here.
All right.
I mean, if I can sprint, I could just drag all these guys, right?
Let's not go back. I guess let's do it now. We forgot to do a start of game event.
Shit. Yeah, let's do it.
Yep, it happens. That's just actually like this is my most forgotten thing in this game.
Yeah,
it's so easy to be like, all right, it's all set up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so the event is. What is going on over there? There's a lot of commotion on Maple Lane. I'm going to see what's up. Place one victim on each escape location. So people from further down the street are wandering this way.
Wonderful. Let's slightly retcon and push this guy out as our first free action.
Oh, yeah, so I guess we would have saved that person because we were there at the start. Yeah, okay. So, just, what's probably move
I
a
think
space?
move a space is the most reasonable.
Yeah, which then puts us here.
They won't follow us into Hans's location,
Right.
correct?
There's not a lot of value to taking these victims with us.
Okay, so let's leave them.
Okay.
And now sprint actually is a very compelling argument.
So you could just dart in, save them, or bring Lucy out with you if you want, and be out of the space. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go for it. Come on, 1 success at least.
I believe in you. You did it! One success.
Did it! Holy shit. I did it.
You did it. So the thing with moving 2 spaces is that you are... If we decide to keep Lucy with us, we are very much in Hans striking distance to just come and then stab her. Mm-hmm. So I lean towards we just save her here, just have her run that way down the street. As sad as it is for her to like be out of be off camera that quickly, it's I think just by such a large amount it's the right play.
Yeah. All right, we'll go propose later.
Yeah.
All right, I agree. So I'm going to sprint once into here.
Mm-hmm.
Clearing both these guys.
Yeah.
I think the obvious answer is Lucy's going to reduce our horror by 1.
Hell yeah.
Putting us in the green.
Yeah.
And since we have a moment to grab an action card, I think I'm going to take the action card one.
Ooh.
Grabbing this search.
Interesting.
And then final movement is going to be up into this house.
Oh, okay.
How about that for some game?
That was good. That was good.
Thanks.
I didn't even think of that.
Well, that's because you're not me.
Can't argue with that.
All right.
That logic is ironclad. We searching?
I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid to search.
We got 3 dice now and bonus die.
Okay, fine.
Why are you so afraid to search?
Because I don't want to fail and have to increase horror.
Oh yeah, that would be awful. Don't fail.
I won't.
You have rerolls, right?
Nope. Yeah. Should I not search? But we have 3 dice, and we might not have 3 dice very soon.
Yeah, then you gotta do it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Just roll right.
Don't roll wrong.
You rolled.
I rolled
you rolled
great.
The only thing you did wrong was you did not get us a bonus card on the search die, but 2 successes.
Take the top 2 cards of the northeast
Mm-hmm.
and choose one.
So they are, if I can grab 2 and not 3, easier said than done. The rifle. If this can't kill it, what will? So this works similar to most guns where you don't combine this with an action. You spend time to use it. And then you make a horror roll, and on a success, you deal 2 damage at 1 to 3 range. Seems good.
Street space.
Or a crucifix.
This is tough.
Hey, shut up, it works in the movies. It's pretty good flavor text on there. So I remember when I read this scenario before, I already wondered, because I had recently played Maple Lane, I knew that crucifixes took up a hand slot. Mm-hmm. The rule just says, in order to attack Hans, you must have a crucifix.
Yeah.
If it's in hand, then that means 2-handed weapons are unplayable. So I'm guessing that in backpack is good enough? Right?
Again?
So the crucifix takes up a hand slot to like equip and apply its text.
Yeah.
But I've got to think that it can be in the backpack to still enable us to attack Hans, because otherwise 2-handed weapons are trash.
You can't use them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it says specifically.
All it says is, in order to attack Hans, you must have a crucifix.
Okay.
So,
then items in backpack.
Yeah,
sense to me.
I think it's like imagine it's around her neck or something, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
That being said, I feel like the rifle is the right call.
Really?
Yeah.
But who knows if we'll ever find another crucifix?
Well,
We can find other weapons.
We can put this back on top of the northeast deck. And then just go into one of these two houses.
But we can do the same with the rifle. I think it's definitely
You're
the
right.
crucifix.
You're right.
And then we can attack Hans if we wanted to. I mean, we probably don't, at least until we have Lori flipped, but try to get rid of that unholy rage at some point.
Yeah.
Okay. And what a crucifix actually does, by the way, because we can still use it for this, but it's to discard to ignore any horror level increase. Like a pretty powerful effect, but we would need to probably find a second crucifix to actually want to discard this one.
Makes sense.
Or end an enemy's movement when they're at an adjacent space. So it's a very powerful consumable. You compare that to energy drink, which is like gain 2 time. This feels extremely powerful.
Yeah. No. Okay.
But I do think
convinced.
we have to put it in our hand slot. I'm gonna ignore that. We do have to have decided to put it in our hand slot in order to have the option to use that.
Well, why don't we?
I guess there's no downside right now.
Yeah.
Having it in our hands. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Just in case it matters, but here, have this convince card.
Oh, good.
Convince him.
Okay, and I have 6. No, I don't think we've spent the time for searching.
Just not for searching, but what is the search time? 1?
Yeah. So I have 5 to spend.
That's not true, and I didn't spend the sprint time either. Sorry. We're at
I thought
4.
you gained some time. No.
We gained 2 time, spent 2 on walking because I failed to walk correctly, and then sprint and search. Okay, we're at 4.
Damn.
Not as good.
Not as good as 5.
No, but still not bad.
I love 5 because you can buy a 2-cost card and a distraction.
Sure.
We also need to throw an X token on this house because we've looted it. Gone into our neighbor's empty house and ripped the crucifix off their wall.
Feels right.
There are 2 things on their wall: a crucifix and a rifle, which feels right. And
I'm not gonna make any more comments.
between the two, we took the crucifix.
Yeah.
But we know that people in the Northeast love the rifles, so thankfully
we can go to other houses and get their rifles.
It didn't feel right to completely steal all their shit. Okay, so 4, I'm going to, I think, just take since we already have a convince, a sprint and a search, I think.
Let me do your chores.
Okay.
Perfect. Alright.
And then Hans, his killer action is to stay perfectly still and then needs a terror card.
He sure does. Who shuffled this deck? It was me. It was me. He's unholy. Speed is now active as well.
He's got another 2 health and +1 speed until we get rid of that. Damn, and it's nice. For quite a while, his speed is 1, so that doubled it.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay. But ultimately, it's kind of nice that he hasn't done anything or killed anyone yet. Look on the bright side. He's stood. I mean,
he has stood
it's kind of
perfectly still.
You would almost you almost could have convinced me that the scenario told you to put those 2 on top because it worked perfectly with him standing in the street with Lucy. That he's just like growing in power. The longer he just like stands there ominously, the stronger he gets.
Yep.
Kind of perfect. Okay.
But he might have unholy things, but we have holy things. So exactly. I'm sure we'll win.
Exactly. Oh, I didn't notice that. I did kind of, reading the scenario, I was like, nothing about Hans has like implied that a crucifix would be powerful against him, right? But he does have unholy speed and rage, so that's something. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'm going to try and sprint right by him.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Just don't fail.
We got 3 dice, so how can I possibly?
That's fair.
I didn't.
Wow, you did great.
Yeah, spending a time to move 3 spaces. 3's a little annoying, actually, because I kind of want to just go 2 and do convince here. Okay, I think new plan. 1, 2, 3 to the intersection. Then we can work towards this exit to save all these people and go into this empty house for the rifle.
That's great. And that's also going to turn on Lori's ability if we can get all 3 of those guys gone.
I love Lori's ability.
It's good.
Yeah. Okay, so that'll be the plan. So I'm going to sprint right past Hans. Hi, Hans. Bye, Hans. Into the intersection. And I guess keep walking. A double success again would get us all the way to Lori's ultimate ability.
That'd be really good.
This would be like as almost as good as last game was bad. How this is going. So you love to see
Yeah,
it.
the event was actually quite helpful.
I told you. I was telling you before filming. We were talking about like if we lose, will we really start the next Killers franchise with 2 ultimate dice? And I was like, we've never lost with an ultimate die. How can we? And see, I told you. Even when it has no impact, it's like it's got a placebo effect.
Yeah, makes us for whatever reason way better at rolling dice.
Okay, so we're gonna walk.
Do it. Walk so good. You walked so good.
Almost better than anyone's ever walked. Gonna
if that was only the convince roll.
Yeah, really. Spend a time. Walk north with those 2 victims. Save all 3 of these, right?
That's 4.
That's gonna give us 4 time and a heart.
That's good because we did lose 2 of those.
That is good. And flip Lori. We have her ultimate ability.
Wow.
Which remind us what that is?
Whenever you are in the same space as an enemy and inflict damage, do an additional.
I love that.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is going very well. The only way that I can get into this empty house right now, because I'm out of movement cards, is with Convince. Like, Convince can still, even when there's no victims, Convince can still let you enter a house. But I would need, oh no, I guess I, oh
Just
no.
a single success.
You're guaranteed to get in. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
I don't hate it.
I'm just gonna focus first.
Yeah, I like that.
Because I was gonna kind of do that no matter what. So this delays having to make a decision.
Yeah. You can think on it.
Yeah. Wow.
Rolling like unbelievably.
Reduce horror to maximum, and we're up to what, 10 time?
10 time, baby.
All right. Well then, yeah. I guess I'm willing to spend some time on doing more actions this round. So let's get rid of that focus. Let's convince Alexa to unlock the door. No one's in this house, but we're still gonna convince her way.
We hit the ring doorbell. Can I enter?
Yeah. We're just talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
kinda
A single success lets us lose a time but enter.
That seems great.
That works fine. Yeah. And then I guess I'll just search.
Roll your search dice.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe we'll see what else besides a rifle is in this quadrant. We will. Okay.
And only because of that too.
Yeah. So the bonus die matters here. We're looking at 2 items instead of 1.
We're spending 1 time.
We are. And then, so we know about the rifle. The other option is the trash can lid. There aren't exactly actual shields lying around in this neighborhood. It's better than nothing. This is a 3-time use that lets us ignore 1 point of damage. I think we take the rifle.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's,
But the
I
lid's
guess,
nice,
I guess
too.
put it in our hands, because we could start using this.
Yeah.
That's exactly, it does 2 damage. That does exactly the damage that knocks off one of his unholy powers. So, I like it. Trash can lid remains in the 1. Could you hand me an X or put an X here at the boyfriend's house?
Indeed. The boyfriend's house. That's very
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, there's an event that's the girlfriend at the camp and an event that's the boyfriend on Maple Lane.
And this is the range 1 to 3.
Oh, why don't you throw ammo tokens on there?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, so it only has 2 ammo, and we spend time to make the roll.
just 1.
Yeah. Like, so if we were within range, I would say, like, we have all this time right now, let's just do it, but we don't. So,
No.
I have a weak attack and a short rest remaining. Like, I don't feel strongly about short resting to get 1 heart back. Weak attack, there's nothing to weak attack, so it's either just convert these to time or hold them. I'll just hold them. This is the classic pair for converting a success.
Yeah.
So, you can take those and spend 8 more time.
Well, I'll pick up these 2.
Mm-hmm. You still have 8 to spend?
Yep.
For those keeping track at home.
Feel like movement feels right, so I'm gonna grab a sprint.
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel about another convince?
I think it's a good idea.
Okay. Distraction is also pretty tasty.
Someday, terror or horror will go up.
Yeah. I'm gonna do 1 on a convince.
Okay. You have 5 left. Because you also spent 2 on a sprint.
5 left. I'll do 2 more on a search.
I mean, we have. I guess we have our ability. I was like, we could just go for Furious Strike. It's like we have somehow kind of done the setup that usually takes you like 2/3 of the game and tons of victims die while you do it. Like we've kind of already done it.
Yeah, but we don't have a weapon beyond the rifle.
Yeah, we
so
could
can
keep
do
looking.
4.
Yeah.
I feel like we rifle him when he's in range to knock out these things.
Yeah.
And then keep on looking for items.
Keep him slow. That way he takes a while just killing the victims on this side of the neighborhood.
Yeah,
while we
exactly.
loot everyone else.
Yeah. And yeah, sure. I will distract as well.
Okay.
That's all of them.
All right.
Still no close calls, which is a little annoying, but fine.
True. Yeah, we haven't bought any of those. Okay, so killer action, he stays put, and then his terror card is he just keeps coming.
Damn it.
Raises horror level, and he finally moves. He's going to target the nearest victim or final goal, which is going to be in this house. Go in and murder him. And we've, who knows how many opportunities we'll have to read some gruesome deaths, so I'm going to do it. Roll a die, this is just a, oh wait, no, this is he just keeps coming, right? So
Yeah.
This is a specific.
Yeah, specific. This one doesn't have a name. So.
The book gives him a name. Oh, you mean the house?
The house.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. He just keeps coming. Bruce stood in the hallway with his baseball bat, ready to defend his family. He hit Hans on the shoulder with the bat, and Hans shrugged it off. Hans backed him down the hall, and he took another swing, striking him over the head. Hans stopped for a moment, and carefully gripped his hammer in both hands. Bruce gulped, and Hans brought his hammer straight down into Bruce's skull.
Feels right.
Yeah.
He does.
It is. It does.
He does hammer.
Every so often, I'm like, it's funny that the butcher primarily uses a hammer.
Yeah.
I guess it's because he chops people up later.
Yeah. He's got to knock him out first.
Yeah. Okay. Victim is dead. Bloodlust is up. I think that's that.
That's those things.
So panic. Nothing happens, and there's no upkeep effect. So you're
Doing things?
Your action phase.
Okay. I like doing things.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to start off with a walk. Walking over here.
Mm-hmm.
So, 1 success is fine. I can just walk out this door. I like that you can, take people out of their house to, send them down the street.
Yes.
That's very fun.
Yeah, it is.
All right,
So
3 days.
they let you in, and then you drag them out. You're like, it's for your own good. Wow!
I'm so good at this
The
game.
dice are hot today. You love to see it. Okay.
So I have the option to move 2 spaces. Do I, is the question.
Why would you not? Oh, just because you could go into that house.
So I could
and-
convince him to here and then, run out with him in tow.
This one is also adjacent to this, and it kind of keeps our options open if we wanted to go that way.
But this one is adjacent to an exit space, is my point.
That's true.
Oh, wait, we don't really care about
No, we
the
just
rest
gain
of it.
time. We gain time, and we reduce Hans's ability to raise his bloodlust by saving more victims.
Yeah, fuck that.
Okay.
We're going here.
Sounds good.
I'm going to convince.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Especially
Pound
with a
on
lot
the door of this house. I guess you don't have to decide first. But that's
the only one
connected
that's
house.
adjacent. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes. All right, here we go.
Ooh, so a failure would let you get in if you want to lose a health and
End the phase.
and end the phase,
Versus-
or you could convert this.
I have my short rest and my weak attack, so I will convert it. I spent
So
the
you-
time.
You take a moment, then go back to beating on the door.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So I enter this house.
Okay, and you spent the time. All right.
And I think now is as good a time as any to search.
Yeah,
Feels right.
just leave this person sitting there while you dig through their closet.
Yeah, exactly.
And have a nice walk-in.
They do.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if it has a rifle.
I think more like a machete, a samurai sword.
Okay, I
Oh.
got a success and the die that
Yeah.
allows me to do the thing, so that's fine.
So it's going to look at 2 cards from the Northwest deck.
I spent the time.
They are a crucifix
That's tasty.
or lucky dice, which you can discard to re-roll any or all of your dice. Oh, these are so going in my car if I survive.
I feel like it's probably another crucifix.
I think it is. Crucifix
Yeah.
is super strong.
And I think I'm going to bottom the lucky die.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm like, it's fine.
And then throw an X token on that house because it's searched.
Indeed. Now we have another crucifix.
All right, we can dual wield crucifixes.
Now we're talking. All right. I could do a little bit more with this turn. I still have distraction, a sprint, and a focus.
I definitely would not be mad about you focusing while you got 3 dice to try to just lock it back into the green.
Yeah, I agree. I will play a focus. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Wow.
I locked it back into the green and gained 2 times.
Solid.
That feels great. And you know what? I have a sprint and a distraction, and I think that is fine for you to have.
Oh, thanks. Okay, then I have 5 time to spend.
Mm-hmm.
I will take these for 0.
Okay.
And, yeah, I guess we keep searching for a weapon, but I kind of think if we were to just run to him and try to fuck him up, it would go pretty well.
Yeah.
So I could buy...
Some guard retaliate.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I was looking at Furious Strike, but Retaliate is nice because that doesn't make us feel like we have to charge at him. Also, if a tarot card makes him just suddenly show up, we turn the tables.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll take a Retaliate in a close call.
No convincing this hand, though.
That's true. But we could always sprint to an empty house. We don't have a sprint. Oh, yeah, we do have a sprint.
I gave you one.
Yeah.
But no search.
Okay, Hans just, as his killer action, chills in this house, but does do whatever the tarot card says.
I will
Which
let you
is?
know. He just keeps coming.
Oh no.
Horror goes back up by 1.
Mm-hmm.
He moves
Wait.
up to his speed, which
Oh.
is 2.
I guess there were 2 copies of the deck. I was like, where's the one from the Discord pal? Did I just put it back on top? But I set it aside. It's here. So yeah, there were just 2 there were 2 of them.
So he moves up to his speed, so he goes twice,
Yeah.
like that. Which is great, because now he's in a street space ready to get shot by a rifle.
Ooh, I like that.
And he can't attack anyone.
And we can absolutely bend bullets. We can be here and shoot him from 3 away.
I mean, right now he's within range of 3. From this house, you can fire out the
No,
door.
he's 4 away right now.
1, 2, 3.
What? Oh, wait. Oh, right. Why did I think we were in this house?
We are the pink meeple, as in the final girl.
Oh, see, I thought we were one of the yellow ones. We just had to remember which. I always thought that was a little bit of a weird game design.
It was a questionable choice on the designer.
Okay, so he doesn't kill anyone. There's no panic. New turn. Yeah, nothing happens in upkeep. Okay. Well, let's
Run at him.
sprint out of here. Let's do it. 3 convertible successes.
A little awkward.
Woof. I'll probably just convert one with, like, focus and close call.
Yeah. It's not amazing.
It's not, but I would like to move the 2 spaces and not lose health and time. Could also use close call and, like, re-roll them all, but...
Yeah, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I'll just convert. Okay, so moving 2 spaces and spending a time. See, I don't think we'll bring this victim with us because it's a shield, and also maybe we'll end up saving it, but I'm not gonna go up there just to save it.
Yeah, makes sense.
We're dragging it into the fray. Hey Hans,
Meat shielding.
meet my new friend.
So is the tie broken in 2 victims or a victim and a final girl?
2 victims,
Okay.
I believe. It's
So
to the
he would
location
go
of the
into
most
that
victims. So
house.
actually, yeah, if he just targets the nearest like victim or final girl, it would be into that house.
Cool.
But we got the rifle out of that part of the neighborhood. We don't care about those people.
I mean, besides for bloodlust going up, yes.
True. Speaking of rifle, I'm gonna shoot it.
I like it.
Spend a time
And a bullet.
and a bullet. Make a horror roll. If it's a success, so all that matters is it's like a yes
One success.
binary, right?
Yep.
Like roll a star or you don't.
Correct.
We'll deal damage. Rolled it.
Rolled 2 stars.
Okay. Let's get rid of his speed. I think.
Yeah, I agree. Pew pew.
Okay, progress. Yeah, so I just have a retaliate, no attack card. So yeah, I'll probably keep walking but go this way. And maybe we'll end up searching more houses because it would be nice to have a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll walk. And I walked good, spending a time moving 2 spaces. So I guess I'll head to the end of the street. Because I don't have a convince card, but we can head into that house without one eventually, although I'm out of movement. So that'll save him. We gain a time for saving that victim.
Fine with that.
Yeah. And am I going to distract? I guess yes, because it's just nice to keep that in all the way in the green. So, okay, so I'll end this as my final card. I will distract him. That went poorly. So we can either increase horror and lose 2 time, or I think we decrease horror and lose 4 time.
Really?
I think so, yeah. We have all the time in the world.
What's in your hand right now?
Retaliate.
Oh. Okay. So yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to go up to 2 dice.
Well, you didn't leave me with much.
No. Well, the hot streak on the dice had to end sometime.
I guess so.
Well, and I had to convert success. So yeah, that was a rougher turn. Sorry about it.
It's okay.
Hans just looks around bewildered in the empty street, and then his tarot card is no. You need to no. You can't shop other than picking up the zeros.
I did.
It's too quiet.
No.
He raises horror.
No.
Wow. He moves twice his speed. Then if he's in the same towards the final girl. Then if he's in the same space as you, raise horror. But because we reduced his speed, he only makes it here.
So just that one horror bump.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so I stand by our decisions based, my results-oriented thinking tells me that we did the right thing.
I would agree.
There's no panic, nothing happens in the upkeep, so back to you.
All right, I think I'm going to start off with a little focus.
Okay.
Just wrap my head around what's happening in this game.
I agree.
Convertible is pretty tempting.
Oh, because it's 2 cards to swing time by 3.
Yeah, so I think I will. I will get rid of short rest and weak attack.
Okay. I don't know if it's a no-brainer that we should still be discarding the weak attack for all the time, but
I think I'm gonna walk into this space next.
Okay.
That's gonna be my play. So I spend 2 to just get a bump in time.
Speaking of a bump in time,
and then I immediately wasted for a bump in rifles.
That's where I was going with that. All right, shoot him.
Shooting him. I shot him.
You did. Also, I don't think that you reduced the horror from that focus.
Oh, I didn't. You're right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and let's see. Wait, and that's the only card you've played?
Focus, and I shot
him. So we gained 2 time, right? Should be at 8, and then spent 1 on the rifle? 7?
Correct.
By my math? Okay.
You nailed it.
So nailed it.
Shot
him. Okay, so that's going to take off his Unholy Rage.
It sure is.
That feels pretty good. Yeah.
All right, and then
that's unless we find a card that reloads the rifle. I don't know if that. I don't think I've ever seen something like that in Final Girl. I think the rifle is spent.
Yep.
But it was a good find.
Yeah, I mean, we knocked out those things without being in his space. Feels real nice.
Yep.
I'm trying to walk. I do it.
You're a good walker.
I sure am. So I can run through his space.
Yeah, I don't know what purpose that would serve.
I think it's probably just moving here.
Okay, spend time.
Indeed. So down to 6.
Okay.
Here's your retaliate back.
Oh, great.
But now I gave you 6 time.
That is an improvement.
So
I'll take the zeros. I'll take a search. I do have a walk. That leaves me with 4.
Yep.
I'm gonna take Furious Strike. I'm ready to fuck him up.
I love it.
I'm just gonna search. I'm clearly gonna find a weapon, and then I'm gonna go Furious Strike him for like 8.
Great. I don't see any problem with that math.
But first, he has no one to stab as his basic killer action, and then give us a tarot card.
I'm a little afraid you won't be able to make it to him, but that's fine.
What? I can walk so good.
Let's terrorize you.
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting.
That's
Hans has wanted you, and he has always wanted you.
Oh no.
So he moves, targets the final girl, moves twice his speed, and attacks once.
Oh.
This is fine.
If only I had something that would let me fight back against him.
This is pretty fine.
It's like someone thought about this.
Wait, when was upkeep? When can we...
no, upkeep hasn't happened yet.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's the beginning of our actions.
Right.
Great.
Yeah. So we can't stop him from coming in because the crucifixes are not in hand here.
I was just wondering in general.
But I will definitely retaliate against his attack. He's just attacking for 2. Okay, so even 1 success reduces the attack fully and fights back.
Yep.
Okay.
Seems good.
Ooh.
Ooh, indeed.
And we got the thing I said, the 1 success. So yeah, converting a success would just add a damage. I don't think I will.
Not worth it.
So Lori just amps this by 1. 2 damage to Hans.
2 damage to Hans. That was good. Instead of us getting attacked, he got attacked.
Yeah. I mean, we got attacked too. We just expertly dodged and then retaliated. Yeah.
Punched him in the face.
Exactly.
In the mask, sorry.
Right. Okay, nothing happens in the upkeep, I don't think. So, except for now, we can reorganize. And so, yeah, there's no reason not to just dual-wield What's the plural of crucifix? Crucify?
No, probably not. Because that's the action. That's the verb.
Crucifixes?
Crucifix. Crufices.
I mean, while I'm here, I bought this Furious Strike.
You want to search first and see if you can find a weapon?
Oh, right. This is a place we can search. Yeah, okay. I will do that. Add the search die.
Nice.
And we did so good! I'm going to look at all 3 item
Southwest.
cards. Yes. Okay, what do we have? We've got
and
the machete.
That's a weapon.
This is a 2 damage weapon, but victims won't follow us while it's in our hand. That seems fine for this situation.
Like, perfect. I don't know if we could have found a better weapon.
Flavor text is, who's the killer now? There's Lori's bow, too. And a Bible. The Bible says, I'll just appeal to their religious side. Surely they'll let me in. And it gives +2 dice on a convince action.
That's good, but not as good as a machete.
I think it's clearly the machete. Okay.
And then Lori's bow?
Yeah, leave Lori's bow on top, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Makes the most sense, I think.
And then we can, at the time that we acquire a weapon, we can also switch what's equipped, so... Machete in one hand, crucifix in the other.
It feels like this is the final showdown.
Wow,
that went really well.
That did. I can't believe how well this is going. It really does feel like this is like karma from last time, which went... If you didn't watch our video of scenario 4...
It was... something.
It's not pretty. It was at least as bad as this is good. We do need an X on the house here, if you could throw one on there.
Yeah, of course.
And then I'm going to strike him.
How
Swing that machete at him pretty furiously. And I've got exactly 2 cards in case we want to convert this. I feel good about it. The time is correct, right? We spent 1 to search and that's
correct.
It? Okay. Oh, I don't need to roll this orange die. 1 success, convertible to add a damage and stop the phase ending. I think I might just hold the cards, though.
Yeah, I think hold the cards.
Okay, so the damage is going to be 1 from Furious Strike, 2 from Machete, and 1 from Lori. So 4 damage to Hans.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That is unusual, I will say.
Horror decreases, which raises time by 1, since we were at max, and it ends the phase.
I'm great with all that.
Yeah, I think that's solid. You have 6 time to spend, too.
I will grab these zeros, probably. I will definitely grab a guard.
Okay.
Deciding about a second guard, considering he could very well attack twice.
Yeah, because he'll attack us as basic killer action.
Yeah. So...
I don't hate another guard.
Second guard,
yeah.
And... How many cards do I have? 4, 8, 2 close calls?
Yeah, it's like either that or a sprint if we need to get somewhere.
Do we need to get
it?
It
Feels like this is it feels like all we have to do is this is the last stand. Yeah.
I grabbed 2 close calls.
Okay.
We're back to 6.
He is going to stab us as his basic action. It is for 2 damage. What are you gonna do?
I shall guard.
Okay. Roll those dice. 2 successes. You ignore all damage. Okay. Then his tarot card. We're all gonna die.
No! I don't want to die.
And by we, I mean everyone else. Because he's gonna target victims with this. I should do my chores from before.
Come back!
Yeah.
Baby, come back!
So he's going to target the nearest victim, move and stab, and then repeat. And if no victims were killed, raise bloodlust twice. So he's still moving 1 space, but it looks like he can basically move 1, do nothing else, but then move 1 stab.
Murder. Which raises bloodlust,
And raises horror. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And we could discard a horror or a crucifix to cancel that, but I don't think it's worth it.
No, especially I know you have a focus in your hand. We can get it back down to green.
No.
Probably.
Hopefully.
Okay. Upkeep. Nothing happens other than we can rearrange our items, but I think I'm happy with the crucifix machete combo.
It feels right.
Yep. All right.
I think the single most important thing is that I can walk 2 spaces. Right?
Yeah. You don't have a sprint. It's just one walk. That's your only movement.
Walk,
it'd be nice. And you have a weak attack in hand?
I do.
It'd be nice to just walk to it and
weak attack him. Yeah.
Swing the machete again.
Weekly swing a machete. I agree. All right, walking.
All right.
We need 2 successes here, so that's why I have the cards to convert.
1 success.
And I have a convertible, so... Ooh.
Whoa.
Sorry. I'm not going to spend the guard.
Nope.
I think this short rest makes sense. So short rest and... Oh, I have another walk.
Oh. Well, do you want to just...
Yeah, I feel like I don't want to... I have 2 focuses. I can spend a focus and a short rest. That feels right to me.
Okay. Spend a time walk 2 spaces?
I did it.
All right.
Boom.
Hello again, Hans. We really are the hunter now.
Yeah, we really feel like it.
Yeah.
I can definitely focus again. I could weak attack. Which one first? I could also walk again. Walking again actually feels like the right call.
Why?
Not right now.
Oh.
I'm saying like ending with a walk out, because then he would try to come into our space.
True.
Instead of just stabbing us for free.
Yeah. Yeah, actually walking out at the end of the turn is not bad.
Alright, I think I really want to weak attack him though.
Okay.
So I'm going to weak attack him.
Alright, you got to get at least a success to not end the phase here.
I shall.
You did get 1 success.
So
that's so you could convert the other just to not lose a heart.
I think losing a heart's fun.
Yeah, and then you've amped this by 3, so this is a 4 damage weak attack. Feels good.
Pretty good.
He's down to 2. Damn, it's sad it's not 1.
Yeah.
And giving us a 4th die.
But let's just remember.
And did you discard a heart from us already?
I did.
Okay.
Let's remember, if I keep us with 4 or more, we could retaliate against his first attack and end the phase.
Yeah.
That feels right.
And either win or end the phase.
Yeah. I think we're going to stay here.
You want to... Okay. We have 5 time currently.
I'm going to focus.
Okay. I like it.
That feels like the right call. Maybe get some time back, but at least get the horror all the way down.
Right. Just convertible.
Okay, I will. I'll convert with a close call and a walk.
Okay. Wow, so now not only are you staying here, but I'm stuck here on my turn. I see you.
Close call?
No, it's fine. I'm giving you a hard time, but I think it's a fine play.
I agree.
Okay.
Actually,
What was it? That was a focus. So horror goes down. We spent the time to be at 4. Yeah.
The only thing I don't think walk matters, but you don't have a way to finish him off, which is a little annoying.
We're just hoping for the retaliate
to win. Yeah.
Oh, you mean it like ends the phase, but then
then you just.
But then we have like no movement, no attacks. It's a good point. Remember, it is like it's a 2/3 chance that we win.
Yeah, I like it.
So I think it's fine.
You have 4,
right?
What do you want to buy?
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Okay, I have 4.
Why do you not have any zeros here?
You had them all, I think.
I had them all.
Yeah. Or did we not distribute
them all?
Yeah. Okay, I'll spend the 4 on a retaliate. Hans, do your worst. The next thing that happens is a killer action. He stabs me.
He sure does.
I'm gonna retaliate.
You should.
I just pulled the close call. I was about to slam down the close call. Let's slam down the retaliate.
Seems like the better one.
It only takes, and he's attacking for 2, so 1 success is all we need here.
Yeah.
3 dice, 1 success.
And you have convertibles.
I have 2 cards if we need it.
Yeah. Seems good.
We do need it.
We do need it.
There's a close call for a reroll, but I'd rather just use that in this card to convert it.
Just convert.
Because then we're ignoring the damage, fighting back for
4 damage.
where's retaliate here? Oh, they're lost on here on this table. For 1, yeah, 2, 3, 4. Knocks him out, except
Let's zoom in.
it's only fitting that this is the finale of his entire franchise. This can't be the end, can it?
Well, let's find out
Do it.
together. Oh!
Oh!
3 health! The best scenario!
And we did not. If I were watching this, I'd be like, they set it up that way before
Yeah.
they started recording. We did not!
We did not.
We had no idea.
No idea.
Okay.
Wow.
It's it
does end the phase, however.
only use 2 of the red hearts and give him the white.
Right.
Yeah.
It's still the bonus die potential.
Okay. Wow.
And
And
that
so-
was unexpected.
And we, yeah, I can't believe he got the best out of the 9 tokens that he could have had there. And then also we know that it's that much less likely that we have extra health.
Yeah.
So we gotta be careful.
Yeah.
But that
Speaking of
does
which-
end the killer phase. So there's going to be no terror card.
Yep.
We go to upkeep, and I think we're just leaving our hands the same.
I'm good with our hands.
Okay.
And you have no cards in your hand. So that's the conversation, or the action phase as well.
The action phase comes and goes. I don't have a single card, so I'm just gonna hand you 6 times to spend.
I will pick up all the zeros.
Yep.
I will pick up this guard.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 4 more.
Yes. That is the price of a furious strike. Although a weak attack is all you need. Yeah.
I think it's 2 sprints in case he somehow runs away.
Oh, you want to be able to chase him across the map.
I want to be able
it.
Ooh, actually, I think it's a close call, a convince, just because it's 1 time and a sprint.
I think I like that. Yeah.
How many cards did I just take? 4. I have exactly 10 cards in my hand.
Beautiful.
Seems good.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, I'll do your chores for you.
Thank you. Because I am busy resolving Hans's action, which I guess all I have to do there is say, he stabs you.
He sure does.
I mean, yeah, if you let it hit, we'll be down to the bonus die. That's actually interesting, right? Because he's attacking for 2.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna let it.
We play enough games together that I knew from your side that that's what you were thinking through.
I'm gonna let it hit.
Okay,
I'm a little scared, but I'm gonna let it hit.
we're at 4 dice.
Is that the wrong with a weak attack in hand? I could lose heart from a weak attack. Is that the wrong call?
Oh shit. Well, so you also have a short rest in hand, so I do think that we should short rest before a weak attack.
Okay, fine.
But it does give us 4 dice for the guard and stuff that we may need based on what he does here as his terror card. It came right through the yard. He's going to... Oh god. How many guards do you have?
1?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, he's gonna attack us. Oh wait. I think we'll be okay here. I was just giving this. I'm seeing these 2 killer actions that stab, but there's text in between. So let's play this out.
Let's hope.
So he's gonna target us,
He sure
move
does.
to us, stab us. So attacking for 2.
I guard.
You guard. All right. You better roll a success.
I do.
You got 1
success.
Okay, and that fully prevents the damage. All right. If the killer is in a house,
He
which
is.
thankfully it is, move it to any other house in the quadrant with a victim. So this is actually annoying just for us to chase him down, but good for
Yeah.
us surviving.
Good.
Because he's gonna move to this house, and then which is annoyingly 6 spaces away.
See, this is why I want a double sprint.
And then he targets the final girl or the victim in this face, stabs it, so he's going to kill the victim, raise bloodlust. And then finally, just to complicate our last kill here is an event. So here we go. The event is boyfriend. He's sort of clingy and always wants to talk. Place the blue special victim at the boyfriend's house. This is your boyfriend. If the killer would target you, the killer instead targets the boyfriend. During upkeep, move the boyfriend 2 spaces towards you. Then if the boyfriend is in your space, lose 2 time. So the boyfriend talks your ear off.
This is hilarious. In the franchise of this,
Oh,
we
yeah.
have a girlfriend, almost
We were about to propose,
fiance,
and all of a sudden,
and we apparently have a boyfriend in the same neighborhood that Lucy grew up in.
Oh, that's right, because it's Lucy's neighborhood.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
So-
it's got to be like an ex-boyfriend.
This is
make any
crazy.
sense. But yeah.
Yeah, this is in the
You know, it's probably Lucy's ex-boyfriend. And he's got thoughts.
This is before
got thoughts about
it's before Lucy came out.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. This whole thing is
Lucy's dad was impressively accepting. The ex-boyfriend not
less
as much.
so. So he's actually just gonna like come and lecture us about lesbianism.
Thankfully, we already took the rifle from his house.
Thank God. So now he can only lecture us.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. When does he move? During the upkeep, which is the very next thing that happens. Or a panic phase happens, but there's no one to panic.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
he moves
upkeep.
here.
So he's going to move 2 spaces towards us. Okay.
Huh.
And if the killer would target us, the killer targets him instead.
That's fine.
But we don't mind him dying.
Let's just let him die. We don't want Lucy's boyfriend.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, most of these special meeples, like, it's not all of them, but a lot of them have an upside and a downside, like the girlfriend does. His is just that it makes the killer more predictable in kind of a not quantifiable way, but it's good.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, so we know where Hans is.
I suppose we didn't want
extremely likely
to
go.
search here, did we? I guess we didn't have that choice, or like we could have thought about it.
We're in the northwest. There's 2 cards here, and are they both unknown?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I think we saw 2 and you.
Oh
bought it.
no,
I think maybe
I
you
bought him the
one.
dice. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you have a search
I
card,
don't, so it doesn't matter.
oh well then.
I
Never
do have a
mind.
convince.
That could, if we could get to the space outside Hans's house, we could convince him to let us in. But
It's true. All right. Well, I think.
okay, you got 4 dice, but absolutely do not want to accidentally lose a heart.
Yeah.
Those are the things to keep in mind.
Yeah. But our horror is still fine.
I feel like
I think it's a sprint.
and I think you really want to leave 4 time to buy a retaliate.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna sprint.
Okay.
Here I go. 4 dice.
And you do okay. 2 spaces.
Yeah, 2 spaces. I could convert it for a 3rd space, or for an additional space, but with a walk, 2 walks in hand, I don't think that's necessary, so. But is this the perfect place to be, is the question.
The intersection.
Yeah.
That would mean we can pretty easily walk to where Hans probably will be, but
Yeah. I feel like I think
save the cards. You could even convert some of them to time.
I think I'm gonna just convert because I guess that's the other way.
Because being able to buy like a retaliate and a guard or retaliate and a close call, like
yeah.
oh, and although we're down to 5, we do currently have 5, which is pretty good. But
yeah. Plus, I could always focus and just get stuff.
just get 3 time with your 2 success roll that you will surely get. Yeah.
Do I short rest?
Do you short rest? No.
Okay.
We're invincible right now, right? Like
Yeah.
even if he targets the final girl specifically, he goes to the boyfriend.
Yeah.
So I think we keep the 4 dice.
All right. So
Right?
you don't think then I don't convert this with a walk and a convince? I think I
For
just
the extra
convert it.
space?
Yeah, because then that saves us a
There's another
roll.
there's another walk in hand that we'll have next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
So I think we just do that.
All right.
So I move with just the one time is really where I was
Yeah.
harping in there. And then I think I just sell. We just need to get 2 more would be great. I think.
Yeah, if you get me up to 7, I'll probably buy a retaliate, a guard, and a
These
close
guys,
call, which
yeah.
feels like we'd be real safe.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna sell a focus and a focus. Is what it feels like.
I can't. It is so perfect, just at least for the arc of this game, that he gained 3 health and then teleported away. So it wasn't just like, okay, then we finish him.
Yeah. It was
That worked out great.
It was great.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Okay, so 7 time. You did end up converting 2 cards?
Yep.
Okay, I will, and there's no zeros, but I'll take a retaliate, a guard, and a close call. All the defenses, because we're at 1 hit point, and skeptical that we have extra health.
Yeah.
Killer phase. He will do nothing as his killer action and give us a tarot card. We're down to, we're almost to the finale.
Yeah.
If it lasts that long. Okay.
Oh, interesting. Hans wanted me. He's always wanted me.
Oh.
So he's going to target us, which is actually the boyfriend. move twice his speed, so he gets there,
Yep.
and murders him.
Perfect.
I liked it.
That does increase horror.
It's a little troubling at 3 now.
It increases horror, and it increases his damage to where 1 success on a guard is not safe.
Yeah.
So, something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
But that's it, and there's no panic. We like our items in hand, right? So,
Yeah.
new action phase.
Back down
I mean,
6.
do I walk in short rest weak attack is probably
Feels
on the
right.
turn? Yeah. Okay, let's get it started. I'll walk.
Starts walking.
4 dice walk.
Okay,
that's
you
a
got
success.
1 success. You
Yeah.
needed that 1 success.
That's true.
So you move 1 space and lose a time. You're
Okay.
there.
I'm there. And now that I'm here, with Hans bearing down on me, I'm gonna take a breather. Because I don't want a weak attack. Wait. So, it's seldom matters, but it is the rule that you apply the
Damage.
effects in order here. So, we'd obviously potentially lose if with 0 successes, but as long as we got 1 success, it would be damage first, killing Hans.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't need to short rest and like risk ending the phase.
Sure.
So I think it's actually better to just weak attack.
I like it.
Okay,
Just get 2 successes and we won't have to worry about it.
that's the plan. I've got 5 cards in hand. I can convert them. If it's for the win, I just convert them. Here we go. 1 success, and yeah, I can convert. I'm just
Do
gonna
it.
throw in that short rest and a close call to convert it. We do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage.
Wow.
Hans had 3. Let's remove him. Make sure there's no extra health on the back of that one that can't have it.
Oh my gosh!
That's right. Actually, I've had a heart attack from that a couple times. I forget that there's the health symbol on
Double-sided,
both
yeah.
sides. Yeah. We did it!
Wow.
Well played.
That's the way the movie should end.
Yeah, it's the final one. You gotta
win.
You gotta end on a win. Lucy ran down the street.
Do we have like a story text?
In the cards right before the credits, it says like Lucy was never seen again.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe there's any kind of epilogue text to read, which is sad. No, this
bummer.
book goes straight into the Poltergeist introduction. So,
So how did the movie end? So we see. So is it? I feel like there is so much drama here, right? The boyfriend coming out,
we've
getting murdered. Whose boyfriend is it? Is it Lucy's ex-boyfriend? Is it our current boyfriend? Is it our ex-boyfriend? Like, there's so much drama. We need to create a narrative.
Given that it's Lucy's neighborhood, it only makes sense for it to be her either ex or current.
But like,
boyfriend.
is it her current boyfriend?
But I thought we already said Hans is her current boyfriend.
All right, so it's her ex-boyfriend.
It's her ex-boyfriend. And then, it's perfect then that Hans, he runs out of the house. There's clearly been some drama that was, like, not important enough to be part of the game, but, like,
Yeah.
there have been some scenes with the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Making it kind of a love square at this point.
Definitely a love square.
But
So Hans
yeah.
knows that it's Lucy's ex-boyfriend, and he is freaking furious.
Yeah, almost
Lucy,
as-
Lucy said that he like had moved away, and it was no longer in the picture, but they're still next door neighbors. Like,
Yeah.
it seems very suspicious at this moment.
yeah, she lied to us all.
She lied to us all.
Hans and Lori have this in common.
Hans kills the boyfriend while crying because his girlfriend lied to him. And it's the first tip that we really know what happened with Lucy.
Across 5 movies, or 4 movies and a straight to DVD quasi sequel, the only sound other than chewing that we've ever heard him make is right at the end. We hear him sobbing
Right before we run in and chop his head off with
a
our machete.
Perfect.
It feels like the Hans, not trilogy, but Quilogy?
Quilogy, yeah.
The
It must be
Quilogy.
Quilogy.
The Quilogy is ended, but I feel like, the Lucy story has not wrapped up.
Yeah.
I think it's a very big asterisk at the end of this movie of why he's crying over the boyfriend and where Lucy is. We don't find her.
Maybe, I'm trying to think, like, what other...
Like, we go back to Lucy's parents' house and it's deserted, like the parents are gone too.
Right.
Like, that's probably what happens. And then just, like, We wait for like a few hours, no one comes back.
If we were, and we still could, I was planning to bounce around on which franchise we play next, but if we went into the next one printed in the book, which is the Poltergeist, maybe she was the Poltergeist all along. And
She never existed.
It's the spirit of Lucy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Lucy never, after all this, Lucy never existed. Lucy wasn't real.
She was just like, God, it's like another one of it's like another Psycho ending, right? Where we're actually just crazy and we've been imagining Lucy the whole time, and we were Hans, like we were running around with the machete at the end.
Oh god.
We actually just killed a boyfriend at the end.
You're including too many endings. You've taken like the twists from like 4 different horror movies and put them all into our ending.
Well, there you go. There it is. We never saw the Dark Power or the finale.
Or the what? Is that yawn? Random yawn interrupted?
Yeah, the finale.
Oh, the finale. Yeah, that's true. And we knew from setup, because they were specific, that they're the same ones as the initial, right? Bloodbath and Dark Obsession. I don't know what it was trying to say there, but they are tough ones. Yeah. Yeah, the Bloodbath that makes it into a double move, double attack is
so much.
Hard. Yeah. Whew. Well,
that was intense.
That was good. That was good. The game, as far as the game of Final Girl goes, relatively smooth.
Yeah.
We kind of crushed it. There was some drama at the end, though, at least.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was good. That whole, I really am enjoying playing the scenarios.
Yeah, me too. And the boyfriend coming out was just so good. I can't even imagine. It was so good.
Yep. Damn. Well.
Ugh, all right.
That was fun. Thank you for watching.
Thanks.
If you're not that I'm here to advertise the game. Actually, wait. I was gonna say Series 3 Kickstarter. If you love Final Girl, don't forget. It ended yesterday as of when we're recording this, so you forgot.
You have forgotten.
I remembered with like 16 hours left on the Kickstarter, and I backed it. So
good job.
Now we can officially deliver on all 15 campaigns coming to Optimal Play.
I mean, I'm having a great time. So
Me too. Yeah, I think we kept up a good pace on this, and we've released these videos 5 back to back Fridays. I think we'll take a break.
Yeah.
Play some other games that we've been wanting to get to the table.
Yeah, I gotta get other games to the table.
But we'll be back soonish.
Maybe even a 2-player game instead of a solo game. We'll get to the table soon.
That doesn't sound like us,
no.
Yeah, we'll be back soon. We got other cool stuff coming to the channel too, like previews for the Merchants of Magic Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
The Earthborn Rangers comes out as the time we're recording this is going to be delivered to me this week, and Jordan and I are really excited to play that. You've paid no attention to that, but you're going to miss out.
I mean, I wasn't invited, so it's fine.
True. With that, I invite you to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed these. We'll be back with more of them. And until then, be optimal.
Do it.